If you're a UX designer and you're extracting client data or you want to run surveys to get some user feedback, then Survey Sparrow is the best tool to do that. It allows you to extract customer feedback and gives you all the tools to scale, and it even has some AI features, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to show you how to set up a survey so that you can customer feedback when you're working on a new product or a UI UX project. So here's what the backend looks like. You've got your folders on the left, so you can create new folders, and you've got surveys as well. So on the top right, you see the button New Survey. I'm going to click that and it will give you some prompts, which is pretty cool. It already has some pre-built templates. You can also wing it with AI as well. So if you want a CX survey, a chat survey, you've got a 361 or an offline one, or you can just do a classic, which is cool. So let's just use the classic survey, and instead of doing a blank one, I'm actually going to use Wing It with AI. Now, let's say I'm working with a client and they want some feedback on their product. Let's just say it's a coffee machine or something like that. I'm going to just give a bit of context, and I'm going to click Generate Questions. Cool, so it's generated some pre-built questions right here. So we've got a scale question. We've got an open-ended feedback one as well. What features do you like most about the new coffee machine? On a scale of 1 to 5, how do you rate the overall design? On a scale of 1 to 10, how satisfied are you with technology using the coffee machine? How would you rate the quality? Which is great. What material would you feel is most appealing? Cool. I can click load more questions, and it's got some more questions here. So it's gone and generated about 10 of them, which is pretty cool. Now, once I'm done with that, I'm going to click Preview Survey. So it's pretty fast. Like, it happened within 10 seconds, and we have questions already done. Now, what we can actually do is we can actually customize the look and feel of the page when we send it. I'm going to click Customize this. Beautiful. So now what we can do is we have full control over how the survey looks like. You can add images and do a ton of different things here. So on the left-hand side, you've got the build. We've also got design. You've got variables, global variables that you can change. Languages, config, so you've got the settings. You've got notifications as well. So when you send it, get all the feedback, notifications on the emails. So I can click on this image and I can upload one, or we can select one from Unsplash, which is cool. So for example, let's just say this is the product, the coffee machine. We got that, which is cool. You can add some more details. If I click the view button, I can actually view it as well. You got the mobile, and you can see you can view it in full screen. Press Start Survey, and you can see how everything's designed there. So if I just go back, you can customize the look and feel of the stars. We've got the skip button, and we can click Edit. So we can choose icons, as you can see. You got stars, you got thumbs up. We can set a default answer. You can add tags as well if you want to do that. You can make sure that it's required, and so every question we can do that. And then we can add a new question as well. So you got different question types, a whole bunch of different ones. Yes, no questions. You got double matrices, drop downs, text, numbers, pictures, basically everything you need to create a survey. Now, in terms of customization, you can go down to the design menu. On the left-hand side, you can see a little paintbrush, which is cool. And we can actually customize it completely with CSS. So if I scroll down, obviously you've got some options here. You can change the questions, answers, background colors, and you've got the hex color code there that you can use. You can customize, footer. You can add button styles, etc. So you can change fonts as well. So you have full control over that. And one of the cool things is you can actually go to CSS customization. So if I go down there, you can open the advanced editor and you can add a custom CSS. So you can paste your CSS code inside the styles and update any of the details there. For me personally, I find it easier to just go to the theme section and we can create my own theme or just use the pre-built templates I got here. So we can see we've got concentrics. So I can apply this and it's going to apply the colors, the fonts and everything. So if I want to go this version, this nice dark one, you can see all the colors are changed and it looks super nice. So you can play around with themes. You can try it out. They've got heaps of different ones here, and I'm going to stick with the Northern Lights ones for now, as you can see. Or even this one's nice. It's a nice rainbow gradient. Super cool. So with global variables, you can actually create variables inside your questions, and you can actually already use the contact detail variables as well. So things like name and mobile, you'll probably have that from your database from your customers, so you can use that. But I'm going to click add custom variable. And for this example, I'm going to say coffee type. And we want to select type string and click save variable. Now this allows us to personalize each survey so we can get different results for different people. So all you got to do is you can see you've got your URL and it's got coffee type equals XXX. We can copy this URL and then paste it, and I can say espresso. And then another URL, I can say latte. So then when I press enter, it's going to have that variable at the end of it. So it recognizes these as two different surveys. So maybe we're aiming at different customers that love, some might like espressos, some might like cappuccinos, some might like black coffee. It makes it really customizable and personalized. So that's how you do a variable. Now, if we wanted to add the variable into an actual question on the survey, we can actually go to any question, or you can even go to the home section, and you want to click this little money icon on the top right next to the emoji smiley face. We want to click that, and then you'll get the variables pop up down the bottom. So you can see this box down here. I created a variable called coffee type, so we can put that there, or we can actually just use the contact full name. And let's say we view it. You can see it's going to say, "Hey, welcome to a survey," and it's going to add that name that you have within your database of your customer. So we can go back and click the little X button to delete the variable, which is really cool. Another cool feature is that you can actually rewrite with their AI tool. So you got this little feather icon. It says wing it. I'm going to click it. I'm going to click rephrase. And what we can actually do is rephrase any of the text and it'll do it for us. Just keep in mind, you do have consumes, sort of like tokens in the top right corner. But if I click on this top menu, I'm going to go down to quirky, and it's going to change up that text in a quirky tonality, which makes it a bit different. So it gives us some emojis, a little playful, a little bit fun, and we can always just like change it back, maybe if we want to go formal. And once we're happy with the result, we can click update, and it's going to update that text, as you can see here, which is cool. Once you're done with variables, what you can do is go down to the build section now, and I'm going to go to one of these questions. So I created a question called what kind of coffee do you prefer? And I put espresso, latte, and black. Now you can actually do something called skip logic. I'm going to click on the logic button tab down here, just below the questions, and we want to go to skip logic. So you can minimize display logic and focus on skip logic. And we're going to select the question, what kind of coffee do you prefer? So this question we have right here. And if the respondent selects espresso, we want them to jump down to another question further down. So basically it personalizes the surveys for each individual customer, so you get different results. So we're going to find a question that talks about espresso. I'm going to set question 5, and we're assuming that they maybe got a bag of beans with their with the machine purchase or the beta product of the machine. So now if question respondent selects espresso, then you jump to question 5. And you've got some other parameters that you can change here. It could be, a channel, contact, or device. It can also is not answered or is answered. You can change that. But in this case, if they select espresso, it will jump to question 5. So you have full customizability with the logic, and you can personalize and save time instead of, each customer having to answer every question. They might already, have a certain answer that you don't need information for, so they can skip questions. And I think this is a good tool to use. Once you're happy with, you've built out all your questions, you can actually integrate other apps. So let's say maybe you'll use something like ConvertKit or MailChimp or Klaviyo, some of the more popular email tools. You can actually connect it. So when you click on integrations at the top, you can scroll through here and you can see you got MailChimp, Monday, Salesforce, Shopify, Zendesk. If you can't find anything, you can type into here and you can search for it, as you can see, and it will pop up. They're always updating it, so there'll be new integrations as well if you can't find the one you want. Let's just say maybe we want MailChimp. We can turn that on, and then it will give you some prompts and it will ask you to connect your email account. Super easy. And then you're good to go, and you can make sure you get all the responses into your email. So if you're a UX researcher and you want to store and pass data, and you want to trigger a survey by a certain event, then this is the best way to do it. You can connect your preferred system, so you can make sure the data is going to that platform, whether it's ActiveCampaign, ConvertKit, MailChimp, whatever it is. And then you can use workflows, webhooks, and connect APIs. So you create those automations and flows. Now, in this share section, when you want to share the links, you can simply share your URL. or you can actually create a new type of share. One of the cool ones is actually a spot check. So a spot check is great for UX researchers that work with software and apps, because you can embed the surveys into any part of your product and then collect data on some of the frictions of the UX that your customers are experiencing. So I'm gonna click on spot check and we can call it spot check, let's say test one. You can change the name. You've got website or mobile. In this case, we're gonna put website. We'll just go test one, conversion or whatever. And we can manually add the snippet. So you can see you got React is gonna come soon, or you got JS snippet. So all we gotta do is just copy this code into the body tag, and then you can track the event there. So it's fully integratable. You can also install it with WordPress, Google Tag, or Shopify. And once you're happy with that, click Save Target, and we can get that data inside that website, which is great for getting that extra data. You can also change the position of the card. As you can see, we can change the max height as well, customize the theme, change the font. You can do a lot of things. It's got glass effects. You can put progress bar as well. So you can embed that survey into the website. Super cool. And then we can save appearance, and then we can publish that. And so now you've got a spot check one there. So just keep in mind that the spot check feature is only available in the pro plan, but you can try it out on the 14-day trial. So it's not on the free plan, but you can try it out. And one more thing to those who love stats and insights. So you can see all the data inside of here, and you can see all the responses as well. So you got the options, reports, responses, and then you can download that into a PDF or a PowerPoint. Basically, that's it. It's very easy to use. I like the workflow, but if you're a UX designer, this is great to extract data and feedback, especially when you have like a new app or a product you're working on. You want to make sure that you're always getting feedback, because you don't want to make something no one wants. You always got to focus on the key features that people want, not just slapping AI on everything or just putting features you think your audience might need. And so I think this is a good way to do it. So if you want to check out Survey Sparrow, you can click the link in the description below, and in the comments, I'll put a link. You can try it out for free. They do have a free trial, but I recommend it if you're trying to create surveys and get lots of feedback. So thanks so much for watching. If you want to see some more other tools that I love using for design, you can check out this video right here.